All right, welcome back to Back Society. I'm your co-host Jay with my other co-hosts,
S.
and of course, you know the other one.
C Money.
All right, so
Baby.
I just want to start off by saying I love my quarterback, man. I fucking love my quarterback, dude. Lamar is the GOAT. He's probably
Whoa. He's not Lamar. He's Mr. MVP.
Mr. MVP, Lamarvelous, as some may say. MVP.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of on that Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, dude.
Bro.
Perfect
Bro.
perfect compliment.
I mean, he won us that game.
He did win us that game.
Like,
Yeah.
hands down.
But dude, Lamar was just striking from the air. Just striking from the air, dude. It was a slugfest too.
I know. I heard you
Okay.
cheering on Joe Burrow, too.
Why was I cheering on Joe Burrow?
5 touchdowns, bro. I could tell. I mean, you love that man. You talk about him
But
all
dude,
the time.
Okay, first off,
But dude,
Joe Burrow is a fraud. Bengals, they're fraudulent.
5
It wasn't
touchdowns.
Lamar who threw away that pick when they could have sealed that game.
Marlon Humphreys, when he came down with that pick, bro, all my neighbors were like, bro, what is going on?
I know, dude. That was a great pick.
Yeah.
We won, dude. Bengals are 9-1. 9-1. I mean, we're 9-1 against the Bengals.
Yeah. They said Gardner Minshew has more head-to-head wins against Lamar Jackson than Joe Burrow does against Lamar Jackson.
Joe Burrow just needs to step it up, and perhaps maybe one take he could be as good as Gardner Minshew. But we'll see.
I mean, really, at the end of the day, Bengals lost, the Browns lost, the Steelers lost.
But we did not lose, baby. I mean, now we're tied for first.
We're tied for first.
Already, dude. Everything is being fixed. It's being fixed, dude.
No, here's my thing though. Like, we established our game plan the past 2 weeks, right? Running heavy and then throwing off the play action, throwing when we need it. But Lamar Jackson should not be throwing the ball 40 times a game. That's why we were in that predicament. And when it came down to it in overtime, what we do? We went back to the run game, and guess who wants that game? Derrick Henry. You got to keep feeding Derrick Henry. Our offense runs. I love Lamar, but our offense runs through Derrick Henry. They cannot.
I mean, that's why we got him.
Yeah, but let's use him the right way. That's what I'm trying to say.
I mean, dude, we did use him when it was needed. Because I mean, you know how Harbaugh is. He likes to abandon the run when the going gets tough.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, because when we abandon the run, it's like we're in a vulnerable position. Like, you see it, you saw it against the Raiders, you saw it against the Chiefs, you even seen it against the Bengals.
Right. It's almost like they play the game in a phase. Like, all right, establish the run. Okay, the run is good. Now we will move on to our passing game.
It's like, what is going on?
Like
you know, it feels like that sometimes, where it's just like, okay, we are now like shifting gears, and they can't shift back.
Right.
You know, but I mean, still, like, but the Bengals, man, they're putting up yards on us a little bit, though. Like, Jamar Chase just tearing it up. Even T. Higgins, like, was putting up some yards, man. It was like, guys.
T. Higgins with those slant routes, they kept hitting us.
I know.
Help, dude.
They kept hitting us with these slant routes, and then finally in the fourth quarter, Marlon Humphreys undercut one of them. Thank God. Like, how did you guys? They just kept doing it.
Right.
Oh my God.
Dude, it was
Lamar though, man.
Dude,
he was Lamarvelous.
Yeah, but my thing is he should not be throwing the ball 2 times.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to argue with you on that.
He's an elite passer.
Yeah.
Only throw the ball 40 sometimes when we get Devontae Adams. You know what I'm saying?
It's a nice thought, but I don't think we're going to get him.
Oh, it was my prediction earlier this year.
I mean, he was like putting some illusions up that he was like alluding to the fact that he was coming to the Ravens. I don't know, man.
Like the Edgar Allan Poe thing.
Yeah.
How can you? I mean, dude.
I mean, that's pretty blatant.
That's
pretty blatant.
It is pretty blatant,
dude.
But like, you know, it's just one of those things too. Like, you're right. Like, Lamar should not be throwing that many times a game, and that's because you go away from your run game. You don't control the clock,
right?
And then, you know, like, obviously we're vulnerable in that passing game, and your defense gets worn down so quick, man. And that's why Burrow is able to put up those kind of points. You know what I mean?
He did put up a shit ton of points, dude. It was sad. Yeah. Did not like saying that he was like 30 to 30 for 39, which is pretty good. The only mark you can really give him was that interception when it was desperately needed. But yeah,
almost 400 yards, dude. Almost 400 yards.
He only really had one long pass to Jamar Chase. Everything else was like short check downs, screens, lands.
I mean, it was still 70 yards.
I know, dude.
Jeez.
Right. I remember when I saw that screen to Jamar Chase and he cut in front of those two defenders and saw the opening. I was like, oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. I mean, the interception was to Jamar. It was on Jamar.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was a one-on-one between him and Marlon won it.
Yeah. And there was a couple times when our D-line got Joe Burrow sacked. I love getting sacks, man. It's just something about it.
Dude, our D-line is nasty.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's our secondary that is not nasty.
No, our secondary is pretty nasty.
You just can't play that many snaps, man. Like, like we just didn't control the clock. I really think that's a big thing, right? Is like you got to have that, like, you know, your defense is always stout when they just don't have to be on the field that long. You know what I mean? Because they got to stay fresh,
right?
Because reacting takes so much more effort than, you know, being able to one that can like control where the ball's going.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and how do you control the clock?
Run the ball, baby. Feed it to the king.
Run the ball. We have King.
You gotta feed the king.
You gotta feed the king. Yeah, that's for sure.
I think before going into overtime, he only had like 9 carries.
Yeah,
he had like 9 carries for like 40 yards.
I mean that overtime run is what gave him half his 90 yardage.
Yeah,
that's
51 yards. It's 51 yards. Yo, let me tell you what though. I was watching the game, first play in overtime, and it cut to the next game on CBS. I was so mad. I was so mad, dude. I was sitting there like, what? And then they finally put it in like 2 boxes because CBS was like, "What are we doing here?" Yeah, dude, they just cut to the next game. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It made no sense.
Oh my god!
No, I was so mad.
I mean,
so mad
too. I was on a flight, so I didn't really catch most of the game, but it was peaceful. I already knew the Ravens were going to win. We're not going to lose to the Bengals. It just wasn't happening. Burrow's just not that
I'm going to be honest
He's
with
not
you.
Him.
Dude, when Lamar Jackson fumbled the ball in overtime, I was like, "Oh, it's over."
Yeah.
It's over.
Actually, I think that's when it cut out on me. Was when he fumbled the ball and I was like, "Oh no." And then and I was like, "What?"
CBS was over.
And then it was so crazy because then when McPherson missed that field goal, I was like,
"Oh my god!" I know.
God. Oh, I was like, "Let's go!" And then when Derrick Henry got that first,
dude, when he got that big run, I was like, "That's game, dude."
Yep, John Harbaugh was like, "You know what? Just send out the field goal team. First down, send out the field goal team on first down. Let's just end this game."
And the game was ended, man. Tucker redeemed himself.
Tucker came back. He had a good game. Dude, Isaiah Likely had 2 touchdowns.
Oh, that fumble, and then he stiffed arm Hubbard and then threw it straight to Isaiah Likely's hands.
That stiff arm was inspired by Derrick Henry, man. Stiff arm guy to the ground and threw it to LeBron James in the back of the end zone, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
I love Likely, and I started him on my fantasy team in my flex position. He didn't get any yards, but he got 2 touchdowns. That's all that mattered, man. He still got me like, he still got like 16 or 17 points.
That's
man.
all that matters,
I was just
right?
like, that's all I needed. Yeah. That's all I needed. You know, because the rest of my team shat the bed, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Josh Allen shit in the bed, and I had Baker Mayfield on my bench again.
Josh Allen really did shit the bed this week. He was like 9 for 30.
I think he got hurt.
Did you watch any of the game? Because it was like
I saw some of the highlights, but I didn't watch.
It was just crazy because it was just like drop passes, but then all of a sudden they started getting hot. Like the Bills get hot, and then it was just like all for naught. Like just something dumb happens, and then it was like back to like square one. Dude, it was wild.
The Bills need some answers.
Yeah, I mean, Houston's. I don't know. Houston's good, but I don't think they're that good.
They're not that good this year.
Yeah, I don't think they're that good, but their QB is still pretty decent.
No, he's not. I have.
Dude, to quote Lamar, man, you gotta look at the whole picture, not just fantasy, man.
I mean, yeah, but still,
that's wrong. He has cool.
He has better weapons. He has better weapons this year than he did last year. He has Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
Who's probably in his ear the whole time. Nico Collins, even though he went down, Nico Collins is a freak of nature.
Yeah, dude.
I have him on my fantasy team.
That hurts, man. Losing Nico Collins.
Yeah.
It was just like, yeah.
It's a shame because you know who also was on fire, but still lost the game was Joe Flacco.
I know.
I thought he was gonna win. Oh my god.
He was on fire.
Dude. Oh my god!
Yeah, it was because John Taylor was out, man. It just wasn't meant to be.
But
bro, why are we so big Joe Flacco fans?
I'm not.
I am, dude. I'm still wagging over Flacco.
I mean, I was like classic Joe Flacco losing to an 0-14, bro. Classic.
Flat goat.
He's still a flat goat to me, dude. I still have my elite Flacco shirt.
I was so mad. I listened to the announcers. They're like, it's just like him in Cleveland. He just doesn't go down. He's a fighter.
He's a fighter. He's Joe Cool.
I was like, nobody was saying that when he was on the Jets. Nobody said that at the end of his Ravens career when he's sitting on the bench watching Lamar steal his job.
Yeah, dude.
Look. It was the Browns. When the Browns picked him up, that's when the whole narrative changed. And you know what? I'm happy for him, dude. He left with a whimper and then came back with a bang, dude. I love a good 30 for 30, okay?
At 40 for 40,
you know what it did?
It's like old ass.
You know what I think, you know what though? Sometimes like if you like stay away from the game for a little bit, you like be more mature, see things differently, and then when you go back to it, you're just like, oh.
Stop.
He
is not Kurt Warner. I don't care. Everybody's trying to make this man into Kurt Warner.
He's gonna be Kurt Warner.
He's not gonna win a Super Bowl. He's done. He's done. Yeah, he'll get a ring as the backup. That's how it's gonna go down. He's gonna be Baker Mayfield's backup.
Anthony Richardson
in Tampa Bay.
No. Oh my god, you're gonna say Baker Mayfield is worth a Super Bowl?
I'm on the Mayfield train, bro. I love the way that guy plays. I think they lost this weekend, but
what do you? Yeah, they did lose.
Chris, lost like my fellow short kings, man. We got to stick together.
Hey, man, like talk about a comeback story.
He's taller than us. What are you talking about? He's like 6'2", 6'1". Yeah,
is he really?
Yeah, bro? These people that
just like Ray Rice was 5'7". Yeah, sure, okay.
I do not believe this man. Oh god, he is 6'1". Jesus Christ, dude. Whatever.
Yeah,
Joe
Flacco
is taller, therefore he is more worth a Super Bowl.
Nah, dude. Baker looks like he's. But it's so funny because when he throws the ball over his line, it looks like he's really throwing it over his line.
Yeah. I know. You would think this man is like 5'6".
It's like watching Drew Brees. You know what I mean? Like,
but what do you guys think about the Commanders? We play them next.
Everyone is high on that Jaden train right now. High, dude. I haven't seen this hype since like RG3's rookie year, dude.
I mean, they smashed the Browns. They smashed them.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's the Browns, man. They get smashed. That's like their job.
I can't, dude.
Deshaun Watson is horrible.
Yeah, he's not good. But
when do they cut that bait, dude? Like, what? Just move on. I mean, so what? You gave him a $250 million guaranteed. I mean, who saw this coming? You know what I mean? Like, what is going on?
Everybody, man. Like legit everybody, dude.
We're gonna wreck the quarterback market.
Like they completely upturned the market, and everybody else. And I love that the rest of the team's like, nah, man, that's not the market. Like, and then you have Joe Flacco come in, winning them games. And you know what? The crazy thing is, most fans would have just kept Joe Flacco over Deshaun.
100%.
Like that's the crazy part.
How many wins does Joe Flacco have this season compared to Deshaun Watson?
I mean, not the Bengals. The Browns are what, one? They've only had one win.
Yeah, I think they're like
they only have one win.
1-4. They're 1-4 after this weekend.
The Colts are 2-0. With Joe Flacco at the helm.
No, he lost.
Did he? He lost last night.
Flacco's a Brown.
Yeah, didn't Anthony Richardson? He only played one game, right? He only plays like 1 or 2 games.
They were 2-2, so I think they're 2-3 right now. So
still got more wins.
Yeah, but here's the crazy thing: the Commanders are 4-1. That's pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
Their team's really good, though. It's not just Jalen Daniels, but
no,
and you know what too is like I think what's gonna end up happening is so Jalen Daniels, he does like this VR virtual reality thing.
Okay.
Where like
Jalen or Jaden? That was Jaden.
My bad.
Yeah,
Jaden. My bad. So Jaden Daniels,
shit wrong.
He does like this virtual reality thing where here's his coach calling the plays. He sees the defense as the quarterback and can make the throw. Like it's supposed to be like the new high tech version of like training elite athletes.
Okay.
So I mean, it looks like it's been paying off.
I guess so, but we have to also like keep in mind the Commanders and their schedule. They faced the Buccaneers. They lost that game, right? They faced the Giants, not good team. They faced the Bengals, fraudulent team. They beat the Cardinals, crap team. They faced the Browns, crap team. This is their real test coming up.
Yeah, I feel bad for the Cardinals, bro, because once Call of Duty drops, their season's done. Like it's already bad, but it's gonna be worse.
Kyler's pacing out again.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Yeah, the Commanders haven't played anybody. The Browns suck. Dude, Deshaun Watson was 15 for 28, 125 yards.
Yeah, that's awful.
One touchdown, 7 sacks. 7 sacks.
But do you think
QBR was 8.5?
Do you think he even practices, or do you think he just shows up on game day?
No, dude. His practice is going to massage parlors.
His practice, he gets the check and he practices running to the bank.
They're like, don't worry, Deshaun said he'll be here on Sunday.
Yeah, he'll be here. It's like, you ever see like inside the QB stores and stuff? Like there was a good one with like Josh Rosen, like whatever happened to him and like his problems. Like they needed like a Rosen time for him to just air out everything before every meeting. I feel like
Are you serious?
Like that. Yeah. And it wouldn't be like football related either. He'd be talking about like the state of America and shit.
His mind's like, imagine somewhere else.
The coach, dude, and just accepting that.
All right, and he got drafted number 1.
No, that was Baker.
Oh, it was. Yeah.
I think Rosen was like 7.
His first round.
No,
he was first round, but
he got drafted before Lamar.
Well, everyone did.
He was 31st, so
yeah. Like it was like Baker, Darnold, Rosen. Oh no, it was Baker, Darnold, then Allen, then Rosen, then Lamar.
I never thought Rosen was good.
He was there was a lot of hype surrounding him. His biggest issue going in the draft was his attitude, because he's like a kind of like a spoiled rich kid. And of course, I mean, when you had to be a coach and give him Rosen time so he could just talk about random shit, I mean, what does that tell you?
Like, but here's the thing. Look at here's Jaden Daniels' stat line though: 14 for 25, 238 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 3 sacks. Not really impressive.
No,
if you
it's
think
not
about
that impressive. But like the team around him is very good.
That's what I mean. Like, I mean, you got Terry McLaurin, like stud.
And keep in mind, we don't
112
play
yards
well against DC.
But here's Jaden Daniels' other stat line: 11 carries for 82 yards.
Here's the real important thing, right?
The last time we beat the Redskins in the regular season.
Let me tell you something. Ravens play tremendously well against good teams, and they play tremendously bad against bad teams. So when we go against the Commanders, we are probably going to shut them down drastically. And it would probably, I think that because that's just what the Ravens do. They play good teams very well, bad teams very bad. The Commanders are a good team at the moment, so I'm thinking we're probably going to play very well.
I mean, I hope so.
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, I was just reading about Josh Rosen. Dude, you could tell.
He was selected.
God, what a douchebag name, dude. Joshua Ballinger Lippincott Rosen.
Yeah, like I said, he's a rich kid. So, I'm sure.
I mean, he went to UCLA, fine. So that's already
he went to UCLA, but he was drafted number 10 overall by the Cardinals.
I mean, everyone, I know.
Cardinals are trash,
and then they jettisoned him like the following year. I remember that whole thing when they were just like, the coach at the time was just like, no, we're not drafting another QB. Rosen is our guy. And then the next day they drafted Kyler Murray. And apparently he called up Josh Rosen that day and was just like, I don't know what happens anymore.
Well, it's probably literally because of what you said. Like, he goes and vents, and it's like nothing about football, and it's like, bro, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
like
you're a professional athlete. Get over
it. What are you doing?
But can you imagine your coach like the day before the draft saying, he's our guy. We're going forward. Rosen is our QB1, and then the next day he's just like, I don't know what happens anymore, dude. Sorry. It just hangs up.
Dude, what a wild draft, though. Like, I kind of always forget that Josh Allen and Baker came into the league at the same time.
Josh Allen. Yeah, Baker.
Like, literally, Baker Mayfield, Saquon Barkley.
Yep.
Sam Darnold, Denzel Ward.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bradley Chubb, Quentin Nelson, Josh Allen, Roquan Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say this guy's name. Really? Mike McGlinchey.
I don't know I don't know who that is.
Josh Rosen, Minka Fitzpatrick.
Yep.
And then it's just a bunch of blah, blah, blahs until you get to Lamar Jackson. I'm sorry. Number 32. It was his draft.
32, yes. Last pick. Yeah. Yep, last pick.
Hayden Hurst. We drafted Hayden Hurst before Lamar.
I know, but like Mark Andrews just turned out to be better. It's not his fault.
Yeah, that's true.
Was Ozzie Newsome's last pick.
Yeah, was Lamar Jackson a 2-time MVP just sitting at 31st, man?
Sony,
but let's see.
Gosh, what a wild.
Let's see though. Out of those quarterbacks, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, how many of them? Oh, and Lamar Jackson. How many of them have Super Bowls and or MVPs?
Well, I mean, only one really has like an MVP.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Fucking.
But I mean, like, at the same time, too, like Josh Allen coming into the league, he wasn't very well known either.
He came out of Wyoming, bro. But like, well, he wasn't well known, but like he was a gunslinger. You know what I mean? Like he had the arm, which is why he was drafted so high.
Yeah,
and he turned the franchise around, man. The Bills franchise, he turned it around.
He did. Like, I mean, he gave them hope.
Yeah,
he brought hope to Buffalo. What a depressed fucking city it is up there too, man.
Pretty much. And good on him for it, but it's just Lamar better. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
People counting him out. Oh, and now look at him. He's a 2-time MVP, soon to be Super Bowl champion. God, we're good to go.
Should have been last year.
It should have been last year. It's going to be this year. And once he has that Super Bowl, dude, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer playing.
If he wins the Super Bowl, is he done? You think he just was like, you know what? I'm good, guys.
If I was Lamar, the pressure.
No, he's gonna keep going.
I'd just be like, you know what? I'm already a Hall of Famer at this point. But he's probably gonna want a dynasty. Lamar with that fire under him.
Yeah.
You don't think he Joe Flacco just phones it in afterwards?
I don't think he's like that. I mean, the Ravens organization might phone it in for him, but like, I don't think he'll phone it in. Because remember what happened to the team after we won the Super Bowl in 2012? They just gutted it.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty. I mean, outside of Kansas City, most teams have to get it because they usually spend. They're usually like it's all in. You know what I mean? Like they see it and then they spend all the money on these 1-year contracts.
They might like cue Derrick Henry for that one.
God, man. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I hope everybody thought last year was the year, but this year
looking really good. It was looking really good.
It was until freaking
we decided to spray and pray against the Chiefs. We just choke against them. I hate the Chiefs so much.
Baltimore all around, even the Orioles, they just keep getting beat by the Kansas City Royals.
I was hoping you wouldn't bring that up.
Oh my God, dude! The Orioles at home in the wild card
swept again.
They lost the first game 1-0.
Yep.
And then 2-1.
Yeah.
Like you have bats. You got bats. You have like legitimate offensive producers.
Yep.
And your pitcher is throwing a hell of a game and you can't put up a single run.
Yep. We're just choke city now, I guess, when it comes to playoffs.
Don't say that.
I mean, I don't know how else to put it, dude.
Dude, it was so
what
so
painful. Is choking like this? We only have 2 teams, and if you get to the playoffs and choke immediately, what does that tell you?
Yeah, I feel bad for the man. I don't know. And the Orioles got a lot of talent, and now they're blaming everybody's blaming the manager, right? Like Brendan Hyde and stuff,
right?
But it's also like, I mean, that man kind of turned our franchise. Like, he took a lot of cheap talent and made us a playoff team.
It's true. I mean, I remember like 3-4 years ago when things were looking grim. It was looking grim. They were talking about moving the team too.
Yeah, that's never going to happen.
It's never going to happen, but it was just a bad time to be a Baltimore baseball fan, It was a bad time.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
But is it so hard for the O's to not lose 5 times in a row in the playoffs?
I mean, apparently,
this depressed topic.
Apparently, we get hot at the wrong time.
I know. Why does this keep happening? I just hope the Ravens break it this year, but we'll see with that defense.
They said Devontae Adams is gonna be traded within the next 2 days.
I saw that to the Jets.
Him, man.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know.
They're saying the Jets. They're saying the Jets.
Nah.
Let me tell you what.
Will the Ravens even take that contract he has?
Yes.
I mean, it's gonna hurt.
No, we need to win this year. There is a window. No, we're in the window.
I'm pretty sure last season we said we need to win this year.
Yeah, because we knew that defense was about to be gutted.
Yeah, and they tried to get Henry last year. They tried to get Derrick Henry last year. They couldn't. Now they got him this year. I mean, look, we're trying to build dude. If we get Devontae Adams, dude, that is a missing piece. Because I mean, I love Zay Flowers.
I'm happy with your enthusiasm, but man, that doesn't help our defense situation, dude.
Our defense is good. Okay, we need Devontae Adams to stretch the field. How many long balls has Lamar Jackson thrown this year?
Not very good ones.
We need a Devontae Adams to stretch the field. And dude, Zay Flowers, 5'8". He can't keep getting double teamed.
We love our short wide receivers, man. Come on. We love our short, thin wide receivers.
I'll tell you what, man. I just want Rashad Bateman to be that guy.
I know. I wanted him to be that guy.
He's not that guy. He's not that guy.
Good these past 2 games.
I don't know, man. I think he just needs to build that chemistry, and they got to give him the chance to get down the field.
I agree.
No, they have the chemistry.
I mean, they made some good play. He made some good plays with Bateman. Like Bateman was coming up with some balls.
Yeah,
they're just not, they don't push him down the field though, because they want him to be that big body on the inside.
Right.
And they want little tiny baby Zay running, tiptoeing down the line in his little ballerina shoes, trying to catch them balls. And I mean, he had 110, 111 yards.
Our number one receiver is Isaiah Likely, and he's a tight end.
Yeah, but we've always been that way.
Yeah, we've always been.
And I'm saying if we get Devontae Lavelle Adams, it will change the dynamic,
defense, man. I want help on the defense and O-line more than wide receiver.
God, Derrick Henry and Devontae Adams though would be.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Ugh. That's what I'm saying. Do you double team Devontae Adams or do you bring a guy in the box to try and stop Lamar or Derrick Henry? Like, I mean, like, what do? You can't. It's either one or the other. It's either one or the other. And then we'll hit you with the other.
How many points do you think Lamar would have thrown up if we had Devontae Adams this game?
I think it brings a different, like I said, it brings a different concept to the game. It's like another dimension because you can't, because you don't have to double cover Zay Flowers or Rashard Bateman. You know what I mean? You just bring the extra man in the box and have a spy on Lamar.
Man, I get it. Like, you have that, that 100% a number one wide receiver out there, hard to cover. You have Derrick Henry, one of the greatest running backs of all time, with you, and then you have Lamar, the greatest dual threat QB of all time. You can't defend against that. It's impossible.
Can't.
I mean, King Henry got his 100th touchdown.
Yeah, he's part of the 10th. He's part of the club with like LaShawn McCoy.
Dude. You know what I don't like about Derrick Henry though?
What
is like he's? I get it. He's 6'3", but these people, if they just wrap his legs, he goes down.
I mean, he's never been all that unbeatable.
I know, but I'm saying is like maybe back in his younger days, he would like lower his shoulder or get lower to the ground. He needs to be like a Olympic sprinter. Like you start out low and then gradually, when you hit your stride, then you start running straight up. He runs straight up through the whole shebang, and then they just grab his leg and he goes down. If he catches the edge, he's gone. If he catches that edge, he is gone.
He still got that speed in him, yeah.
Yeah. Dude. Wow.
I mean, like I said, dude, if we had that offense, yeah, dude, it would be undefendable. But I think our defense really needs a lot of work right now.
What do you think we need on defense, though?
Something to help with the secondary, at least.
I mean, like, who would you? I mean, we got Kyle Hamilton, number one safety, one of the best safeties. We have three very good corners, honestly. I mean, you got to also remember is that the NFL is all about offense.
It is all about defense, yes. But, like, I mean, people weren't putting up 30, 39, all nearly 400 yards and 5 touchdowns last year.
That was like
against a guy we know very well.
Against the
guy we pretty much executed last year.
That game isn't going to happen again. But I mean, like, we got one of the best linebackers in the game, one of the best safeties.
Dak Prescott almost make a complete comeback against us. Those fourth quarter comebacks we're probably gonna see that again this year.
Who has the best defense in the league? What would you say?
It's definitely not. We're actually on the bottom.
I don't think we're on the bottom. I think we're like mid somewhere. Who has the best defense? I know the Bears have a good defense. Who has the number one defense? Let's see
this. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like once we establish the run game, if we could just control the clock more, I think we'll be all right.
Okay, our defense is sus. Ranked, yeah.
What is it? Like 25?
Well, in fantasy, it's 18.
That's yeah. I mean, they gave up. They gave up a lot of points this past game. Yeah, so, like in fantasy, it's a little bit different.
Well, our total points allowed, I think, is like what 124.
That's not. Well, they just gave up 39, or 38, which is a big old chunk of that.
Points allowed is 126. We're the Bengals have given up a little more than that.
Yeah,
man, Steelers is only 73.
But also, I think about it, man. Like Jamar Chase is like nobody, like, he's a legitimate.
He's an elite receiver.
Elite athlete receiver. Joe Burrow can still sling it as much as Jordan doesn't want to admit it.
He's a fraud. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. It was it was our defense that beat themselves. It wasn't Burrow who beat it. Let's be real.
I mean, the man threw for 5 touchdowns.
Again, it was the defense. It wasn't Burrow.
Okay. It's not like he was throwing the ball and then Jamar Chase was catching it.
He is a fraud.
Massive fraud. The Titans have the number 1 defense.
Wait, you said the Texans or the Titans?
Titans.
Oh, yeah.
It goes Titans, Jets, Broncos, Steelers. Steelers have us.
Oh, it's trash, dude.
Steelers are trash. Justin Fields, man, they actually hyped that guy up.
Dude, I mean, like, with the Steelers, all you got to do is play hard defense and run the ball. Justin Fields is like...
Apparently not against Dak.
The Dolphins, Texans, Chargers, Seahawks, 49ers, Bears, Browns, Giants. The Giants have a better defense than us. And then the Ravens.
That kind of hurts, I'm not going to lie.
But here's the kicker, right? Those were all in yards, right? Yards per game. I didn't know that. The Titans defense is number 1 overall for everything. On the okay, but the Ravens have the number 1 defense when it comes to rush yards.
Yeah, I bet, because again, our front 7, nasty people. So that doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, like, I've already seen, like, from the past few games, they could not get a running game going. I mean, that's what made the Bills implode so bad.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's always good to make them one-dimensional.
All that matters is that we're tied for first in the division.
No, I mean, Lamar's healthy. When Lamar's healthy, it's always inevitable we're going to be number 1.
Watching Tyler Huntley shit the bed in Miami. Yeah, I mean, just completely,
just so bad, dude. Oh my god, dude.
It's almost like kind of cringy. I'm just like, oh, dude, just get off the field, man.
Dude, you won the game.
The best, dude. You should see Dolphins Twitter, man. They want that man publicly executed.
Dude, they hate that guy. He won the
game. He's better than the other quarterbacks.
No, look, he didn't win anything. That's the thing.
Dude, he has all them weapons, man. All them weapons. Dude, it's a QB's dream.
They put up 15 points. That doesn't even make any sense.
Nope.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Tyler Huntley, 18 for 31, 194 yards, 1 interception.
And he only rushed for 7 yards, dude.
He didn't do anything.
He really didn't do anything, my guy.
Dude, the Ravens pass defense is ranked 28th out of 32.
I'm not surprised. We give up yards, man.
We give up yards, and it was that bad even before coming into this game. That's what I'm saying. Like, Devontae Adams really nice, but man, if we could shore up that defense, we really don't need him.
I don't know what it is. I feel like sometimes in our secondary we play so soft, and we just give up. We're willing to give up those yards. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is.
I mean, yeah, we do that. We do the like elastic shit for some reason. Like we take the bend don't break very seriously, but we bend very, very much.
Yeah,
I hate that bend don't break defense.
It's really annoying, and I don't know why we play so soft. Because like you're right, like we got a lot of speed on the secondary. Maybe it's like a tackling issue. I don't know, man.
I mean, I feel like we fixed those tackling issues we used to have like a few years ago because that was real bad.
But doesn't it always seem like a receiver's always in space when they catch the ball? I think it might be. I really think it's like a scheme thing.
Maybe. I mean, we play a lot of man coverage.
But that's the thing too. Is Zach Orr's first year coaching defense and first year of really like.
Dude, he's younger than us. Isn't that crazy?
So who was the guy last time? Mike McDonald, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his first year as a coach in the NFL. But I mean, like, dude, that defense was.
Yeah.
I was sad to see him go. I was
when he left,
I was upset to see this man go. Dude, I didn't want
That's the worst part about the NFL, man. There's no loyalty.
There is no loyalty.
Yeah,
because if he stayed with us, it would have been a different story.
You know, the most loyal person in the NFL was Bill Belichick. Willing to take Josh McDaniels back like 4 times. We're like, all right, brother, you're just not cut out for this.
The fail son when he just like, Dad, I did real bad, Dad.
Like it's crazy that he kept going back, and they were just like, come on home,
Dude,
just
come
crazy.
on. People hired him again.
That's true. Like
that was insane. He should have never gotten a head coach job again, dude. And I mean, it wasn't even him. He was just the guy. He was just the guy filling the position.
He was the middleman between Bill Belichick and Tom Brady.
Yeah, no, he was just like, so Bill said,
like, there's got to be greatness there, and he's like, yeah, Tim Tebow, first round. Everybody's like, what the fuck? Has this man ever been in a war room before? Dude. Like I feel like that was the beginning of the end. Like his first draft, he's just like,
I'm gonna draft this angel.
He's like,
as soon as the Raiders signed him, I was like, oh, it's over. I was talking to my Raider friends, and they're all just like, they packed it in. They didn't even watch the season.
It made no sense.
Yeah, I wonder what he's doing now. Because he ain't coaching.
Josh McDaniels, he's an offensive coordinator somewhere. Pretty sure.
I don't think he's doing shit.
Where is he at?
That's some high school. Yeah.
Didn't he get wasn't there like a coup in the Raiders, like to get him out?
Yeah, he was like overthrown. Like, dude, yeah, he got tossed out like an African dictator, dude. It was wild. It was fucking like the NFL gets crazy. I mean, nothing is crazier than when John Gruden got forced out of the Raiders. You know what I mean? God. That was pretty wild.
The Raiders have just not been having a good time with football lately.
With those like leaked text messages and stuff.
Oh yeah,
and it was just like it was. I mean, and he was about to turn that franchise around. Let's just be real. Like Gruden was about to turn that around.
Nope. Yeah. And then after
and they were just like,
it's like they got cursed afterwards too.
It was fun though.
It's the owner's haircut.
Oh my god, dude.
I love that hair.
Al Davis's son.
Yeah, him and his like girlfriend that's like 3 times younger than him.
Yeah.
And he fell in love with him for his personality, didn't even know he was rich.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, he said she loves my smile or whatever. I was like, dude, you look like the kid from the bench warmers. Like, what are you talking about?
Dude, sad.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah. Oh, you're rich? What? You have what?
What?
You own a football team? I had no idea. What's football?
It's definitely not for that, baby.
Yeah. Where do you get your hair done? He's like, my mom cuts it.
Maybe.
He's like Sling Blade with hair. That's what it is.
That's why I'm like embarrassed that we lost to that team.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
But like, I mean, I don't know, man. I also feel the Jets are just
dude, he needs to hang it up.
Aaron Rodgers is just looking just slow, making poor decisions. Like last year was the year, man. You know, you went down in the first series. You should have just retired.
It was sad. He needs to hang it up. I watched him lose the game. It was awesome. I was very happy about. I was at the Reagan. I was at a bar in Reagan, and I watched him throw it away. It was brilliant. Loved it.
It was just like painful to watch. Because I want Aaron Rodgers to be Aaron Rodgers, and he's just not. Dude, he's just not Aaron Rodgers anymore.
As soon as Rodgers hangs it up, which he should, he's going to be like the next Joe Rogan.
Nah, I don't think so.
He's definitely going to come out with some kind of show or podcast. 100%.
Nah, he's just going to be a regular on Pat McAfee. Like, that's all.
Yeah, start out, but I 100% we're going to see like the Aaron Rodgers show, and it's going to be a wild.
It's just gonna be RFK Jr. and him talking about vaccines.
Vaccines, 100%, dude. Scott's on mute.
Scott's muted. Yeah. Vaccines, it's gonna be, I don't know, man.
I can't figure it out.
I like to separate Aaron Rodgers the person versus Aaron Rodgers the quarterback.
Wow, dude, I
don't like Aaron Rodgers the person all that much compared to Aaron Rodgers the QB. I used to love him because I hated Tom Brady so much.
I like Brady.
I hate Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Why?
You know what? Because we would have more rings if it weren't for Tom Brady.
What's there to like?
You think he's a good? I haven't listened to any of it.
Yeah, he's a good commentator.
Is he better than Romo?
I would. You know what? I would put him as just kind. He's kind of like Romo because he knows everything.
I mean, he's got the football IQ.
You know what I mean? He knows exactly what's gonna happen. He does the Romo-esque. I bet you they do it this way, and sure enough, that's what they do. You know what I mean?
What?
So it's pretty.
What's the thing? So I saw somebody say like, Romo's like Tom Brady if he had no talent or something like that. Like, like he just can't. Like, I feel bad for Romo because you could tell, man, that man knows football better than everybody outside of Brady. But like for whatever reason, he could just not execute.
He couldn't execute, and he got like so much hate mostly for the fact that he was just a cowboy.
I think he got a lot of. He was just up. He was like up showing every other commentators. I thought, right?
Something like that.
What do you mean?
Like like
people loved him at first, but then people just started like hating on him.
Is that what it was?
Well,
I thought it would.
People, I didn't know people hated him. I thought everybody loved him as a commentator. I know he got a lot of money. He got paid.
Oh, of course he got paid. Yeah,
he got paid after that.
Tom Brady got paid.
Well, he got paid before he even did the job.
It's Tom Brady.
Crazy. This man, no interview, no nothing.
Nothing.
Like, yeah.
$350 million, 10 years, done. And he's just like, guaranteed. And they're like, Deshaun Watson, shake on it.
And you know what, too? Like, Tom Brady's very enthusiastic. Like, he brings, like, an enthusiastic, like, personality.
Tom Brady will always be the best at anything he ever does.
You know what? You are right. Here's the GOAT.
We would have more rings if it weren't for that man. I don't care what anyone says.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. It does. I am a Baltimore fan.
Here's the thing, though. We don't. It's because of that man. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I was happy. I cheered. I threw a party when he retired. It was awesome. I was like, finally. I was just like,
the man won at football. The man won at marriage. The man won at divorce.
He made it.
The man won at commentating. He made
it boring. He made it boring. Okay, it was.
He's the Floyd.
It was annoying.
He's the Floyd Mayweather of football.
It was annoying starting off week one. It was just like, man, I can't wait to see who Tom Brady's facing in the Super Bowl this year.
When people talk about the American dream, they think about Tom Brady.
When I think about boring, I think about Tom Brady. I mean, I like competition. Competition is nice, you know.
Oh,
it wasn't like it wasn't. I was so happy because I was just like, oh man, the AFC can finally be unpredictable. We can finally have a different team in the Super Bowl or at least the AFC Championship game. Nope, we got Patrick Mahomes. I don't know about you guys, but like the AFC just having a gatekeeper, can we just like move on?
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of Patrick Mahomes already.
I'm kind of tired of just having a gatekeeper for the conference.
Yeah. But here's the thing with Brady. He proved it wasn't Belichick. He's like, I'm going to go to Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just win a Super Bowl. And you know what happened to Belichick? He retired, and not in a great way.
I'll give
him that. That was kind of funny.
Like, he wanted that too. He beat Bill Belichick. He beat football. He beat marriage. He beat everything, dude. The man's a winner.
Have you guys seen, like,
looks like he's 35.
You know how Peyton Manning and Eli Manning have like that commentary on Monday Night Football?
Yeah.
One time they had Bill Belichick on there, and like Bill Belichick, he just kept interrupting Peyton Manning and Eli every time he talked, and just kept talking, and Peyton was getting frustrated. You can just tell, but he was on TV. Oh my God.
Oh, man. Belichick wants to talk now. He's retired. He got nothing better to do. He got an Instagram now.
supposedly he's gonna be coaching next year.
He's got a 25-year-old girlfriend. He's just living his best life, dude.
He's just living his best life. Right. Yeah, I mean, of course, because he needs to return to coaching eventually because his sons need a job. Josh McDaniels needs a job.
Dude, I think that man should just like coach at Foxborough High School and just go out low key, you know what I mean? Or do what his dad did and coach at the Naval Academy. That's how he should go out.
I mean, or he just, but they said he's either going to the Eagles next year or Jaguars.
How about the Jets? There's no way what's his face is staying.
Right.
Yeah. Saleh, Robert Saleh.
Yeah.
Like, dude, done. The Jets suck, man. They got a good defense, but they don't have a game plan. Their offense sucks. They're always just shit in the bed.
When have the Jets ever been good?
Oh, Rex Ryan.
Oh yeah,
Rex Ryan, the butt fumble era.
Oh my
Mark
God.
Sanchez, baby.
The franchise, baby.
But I mean, hold on. When the Jets were good, it was completely modeled after the Ravens.
Of course,
yeah.
Because Rex wanted to be the head coach,
and like, really Rex Ryan took Bart Scott from Ray Lewis.
Yeah,
defense.
Bro, they had Darrell Revis. They had Revis Island, baby.
Yeah,
yeah, dude.
You know, everybody forgets about Darrell Revis. Like that man was,
dude.
He was part of the reason the Patriots went on a second dynasty run.
But
Darrell Revis was on the Patriots for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
At the end,
him and that one dude who was like a walking criminal.
Asante Samuel? No.
walking criminal.
I can't think. The oh my God. He's a bigger corner. He's like a big guy. Oh my God. Not Google.
Yeah, no, I just Googled 2014 Patriots quarterbacks. Cornerbacks, yeah. I remember he was like a fucking problem. Like
he kept getting ejected. He kept
Brandon Browner.
No, it wasn't even Brandon Brown. Hold on.
No, that's what I was thinking of, Brandon Browner.
I don't know who the hell you guys.
Brandon Browner was on the
he was on the Seahawks for a while.
For most of the time. But
yeah, dude, he went to prison.
Yeah, but okay, who I'm thinking about that was on the Patriots. Oh, I can't even think. It's not even coming up. He used to get ejected all the time. He was a
Devin McCourty?
No.
Malcolm Butler? Kyle Arrington? I'm just naming off people right now.
Who I was thinking of was Brandon Browner. Like, I'm pretty sure that dude is still in prison.
He's not. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he went to prison because he broke into someone's house and stole their Rolex and shit.
Yeah, who hasn't done that once in a while?
Amongst us. It was like he got charged with attempted murder.
Oh my gosh. Chandler Jones. Chris Jones. Ninkovich. Man, look at these names, dude. Vince Wilfork. God. This team was so stacked, dude. Oh my God.
Dude, and that was like Flacco's best year too. It was looking really good for us. That was when we had that old Texans head coach as our OC.
Oh, blah 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 blah. What's his face?
Gary Kubiak.
Yeah.
And it was looking.
Dude, I wish he would have stayed, man. He was actually that's the thing, man. That's the worst part about the NFL. Like I said, there's no loyalty, man.
No, there's only a stepping stone.
Isn't that the crazy thing? They would rather be a head coach than win a ring.
Yeah.
As a coordinator, that blows my mind.
Yeah.
They would rather look at Jadeveon Clowney. He's on the Panthers. He could have been with us.
He could have been.
But he chased.
Nah, he's chasing the money, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't blame him. He knows he's about to retire. He ain't got much left. He's gotta stack that account. Like,
look at Derrick Henry though. Look at that. He knows he's about to retire. He's like, you know what? I want that ring. There's two different type of athletes, man. Some people,
Yeah. Here's the thing: is like Jadeveon Clowney had a real big dip in his career, and he never got paid like he probably should have gotten paid.
Yeah, I think he was.
You know what I mean? But I think Derrick Henry got paid, and I don't think he needs the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like they also had two different trajectories because Clowney got injured, and he became like kind of,
Oh yeah, you're right. He probably, spent all his money on drugs.
I mean, the dude's still a freak athlete. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, he had his best season of his career last year.
Yeah,
I know.
In the twilight of his career. But yeah, I get it. Like, why wouldn't you want to stay and have another year?
I mean, you forget that we were headhunting him before and he signed with the Browns instead.
Yeah, he got paid when he was on the Browns.
They get paid though? Like,
I mean,
he must have. Really the Browns pay everybody. They don't care. He probably could have gotten paid more if he had a better like rap sheet.
Free money with the Browns.
Probably would have gotten hundreds of millions of guaranteed.
Jesus, I hate the Browns a lot, dude.
They're so what a poorly run team.
Dude, it's never going to change. It's never going to change. Never going to change.
It's like painful to even like talk about them sometimes.
All right. So what do you guys predictions next week? What are for the scores for the Commanders and Ravens?
I think we're going to win. I'm going to say the Ravens 28 to 17.
Damn, I was saying 35-21.
I'm gonna say, let's go. I'm gonna say
104 to 3.
42-17.
42-17. I think like 42 is a little generous.
I say 35-17. Yeah. No, 35-21. Yeah, 35. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah.
28-17. Bank it. Bank it.
42-17.
God, it's gonna be like 10-3.
Oh my god!
It better be 10-3 Ravens at least.
Yeah, definitely Ravens.
Good.
It better be Ravens. It's gonna be Ravens for sure. Like it's just one of those. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just
play good teams really good.
I'm just hoping.
But I don't think they're a good team.
The record shows that they are.
That doesn't matter now.
Again, we walked through who they faced, and they haven't really had a real challenge.
I'm hoping it's kind of like when we like kind of exposed the Texans last year, and we just went out and just smacked them in the face.
Right.
Everybody's like, CJ Stroud, go Texans. And we're like, oh shit, like whoa. Maybe they're not that good.
They haven't been the same since.
They really have not, dude. We smacked. We beat that ass.
The hype has died down a little bit since that game.
Well, also, it's like, it's another year removed, right? And CJ Stroud's just not that like. I mean, I think he's still good, but I don't think he's like last year. He's not as explosive as he was.
Yeah. Well, there was less film on him. There was people were like, "Hey, he's a rookie. What could he possibly do?" So
I mean, he was fun to watch, though. I mean, he was making some plays last year.
It was, he was making people like who heard of Nico Collins? Who heard of Tank Dell?
Right.
I still think Tank Dell's the most generic. I just made him in Madden fucking default character name. Tank Dell, give me a break, dude.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think we win. I think the rest of the does anybody in the AFC North play each other? If not, they're all going to lose. And we will be single-handedly in first place.
That'd be nice. All is right.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. The really shitty part about being out here is 1,300 game. Like the 1:00 games come on at 7:00 at night.
I mean, you could have caught did you catch the Steelers game?
No. Comes on at like 10:30, dude.
Yeah, it came on at 10. It didn't end until like 1 a.m.
That's what I'm saying. And then the late game doesn't start till 2:20 out here.
Damn. That's roughage.
Like I can't do it.
All right. That's all the time we have left. Thank you so much for watching Backside. This is Jordan signing off.
S.
Yeah. C Money 35-21. I'm telling you right now.
28-17.
42-17.
Peace.
No.